What are things that I do that make you feel disappointed in me?
Just hit me with that. I don't know how to answer that one.
You can answer it.
You're really, really putting me on the spot. What's up, dudes?
So today I am going to be asking Matt, aka my husband, questions I've never asked him before.
Never? Like these are all ones that you've never asked me ever?
I mean, we've talked a lot. We've been together for over 5 years. Most of our day-to-day conversations are just very like casual.
This is intimidating. Like
silly.
I'm kind of afraid for what you're about to ask me here.
I'm afraid for what you're gonna say.
Really?
Yeah, like what if you hurt my feelings?
What?
No, I'm giving you full permission to be like completely honest.
So we're getting deep. We're getting real. We're getting personal today. So just know that.
You guys are like sitting in on couples therapy.
I feel like we don't say this enough, but like we're very open with you guys and real and honest. So just be like respectful of that, and you all are. And the other thing too is like if we ever give you guys advice, know that we're not like professionals. We're not therapists. We're not like anything. Everything we say is from our own experience.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind.
I also want to say that 100% of this idea was from Jess and Gabriel and Catherine Bernardo. She did it first, and then Jess and Gabe did it.
And if you haven't hit the like button at this point, do it right now. It really means a lot to us, and it really helps us out too.
Grab a snack. Get comfortable.
I want a snack. Do we have any snacks?
No, I'm telling them to grab a snack. You don't need to.
I would like a snack.
Oh.
Let me close the window. We have kids riding motorcycles outside.
Okay, let's start off with this. So we started dating kind of early. So it was on Matt's 18th birthday. I was 17. Do you sometimes regret meeting me at a very young age?
No way. Absolutely not.
You can actually be honest.
Why would I not be honest? I'm being completely honest.
Okay.
I remember we would just FaceTime every single day for like an hour minimum. I don't know, that was just like our thing, and we were really, really close, and we got close even though we were dating long distance. I just got so connected to Abby, and we became such good friends, and I think like meeting you was great timing. Honestly, like we could have probably even gotten married sooner, like for real. If I'm being honest, like we probably could have even got married sooner. We got married at 21 and 20. We were just so committed and ready.
I will say, like we always say, we got to grow up together and not just grow old together. For context, we both did not date anybody else.
Yeah, never.
Ever. We both married our first boyfriend, girlfriend, first love. Do you ever wish that you like had tested the waters more?
No, I really don't. It's just so much more special with one person. What's the point of me going from girl to girl if I can just find the right girl from the beginning? I'm really happy that it played out the way it did.
Well, that's a sweet answer.
You just completely
I have lip gloss. Okay, come on.
Okay,
you want lip
nope,
gloss?
I don't even want to kiss anymore.
If you were to lose all of your memory tomorrow, what is the one memory with me that you would keep?
Our wedding day.
Cheesy answer.
Well, maybe not the wedding day. Maybe our engagement day, because we spent the whole entire day together on our engagement day.
Yeah, we didn't have like friends or family there. It was just the two of us, and it was really fun.
Can I do both?
Sure.
Yay!
They're very similar anyway.
Because like I didn't spend the whole day with you on the wedding day, but we got to spend the wedding together, and that was really fun and magical. And then the wedding night.
What was special about the wedding day?
The wedding day, we had all of our friends and family there. We got to just bring everyone together, which was so cool because you have friends that like don't know each other, and then they get to meet each other.
Yes, I loved that.
All the worlds collide into one.
That was so special.
We had a freaking huge dance party. We danced so hard. The food was fantastic. The decorations were on point. We had so many fun people there.
Shout out to my mom.
Shout out to Abby's mom, Lori. It was just a big celebration.
And most importantly, we were husband and wife after that.
Yeah, and we had sex.
Matt. What was the moment that made you the most proud to say, I'm her husband?
Oh, man.
The disappointed ones, his answers came quick. This one's a little slower.
I'm, like, really proud of you.
Oh.
I think you're super smart and very intelligent and very hardworking, and I think you're creative. I can't, like, pin it on one thing. I could just say, though, like, working with Abby, like, we're almost, like, partners. We're, like, part owners of this, like, social media business because, like, this is our job now. And seeing her be so creative and come up with these like brilliant ideas is so cool because I think she's so creative and so smart, especially since she's had many ideas that become trends. Everyone does the trend because it's such a good idea, and Abby came up with it because she's really smart and very creative. But like, you're so much more than that too. Like, you're not just like, I don't want to like limit you just to social media, but that's like one thing I'm like proud of.
What was a recent moment? I'm soaking in this question while I can.
Maybe just like when you get a lot of sweet DMs coming in of like how impactful you are, and I'm like, wow, I'm so proud of her. She's so cool and such a good leader and such a good person to look up to.
Aw, thanks. What is the most important thing for you to keep the romance alive?
I think there's the obvious. We talked about it earlier, having quality time, like no distractions, phones away. For us, that's like not doing social media in that time, like not creating content, being off of our phones, but just having time, like just you and your partner. I think that's the secret to like connecting on a more personal level. And then when you're connected, the romance can thrive, baby. But just like having intimacy doesn't mean that you're connected. You can be intimate physically but not have an intimate connection emotionally. And I think for that emotional connection to happen, you have to put aside distractions and just like talk. For me to start talking, I need to do something. Like I haven't been diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure I'm ADHD. Like I'm very hyper and I get distracted so easily. But like me doing something helps me connect with people. So like eating food, like I can talk to Abby while I'm like at dinner. But like watching a movie though, I really don't connect with her when I'm watching a movie because we're not talking. But maybe if we're skateboarding or just like doing some fun activity that just like leads to conversation, that's really good.
Good answer, babe. Do you wish I could sing? Be honest.
I don't care. I think you have a cute voice. I don't think you're like a rock star. Like just like you don't think that I'm like some fabulous dancer or like fabulous.
I think you are a fabulous dancer.
You don't think I'm a very good actor. Abby doesn't think I'm a very good actor.
I think you're great.
Abby's a very good actress, and she's a good dancer, and she's an okay singer. It's not like you're gonna go, drop an album. But I think your voice is so sweet, and when you sing, it makes me so happy.
Yeah, in the car, you guys were singing songs from Susical the Musical.
Notice me holding feather by feather. This is your next door.
Maybe that's just a me thing. Like I just really deeply wish I could sing, and it just never happened for me.
Yeah,
even after 7 years of
it has nothing to do
vocal
with
lessons. So what physical features of mine do you hope our kids receive?
Well, you have really good hair. I think it'd be great if our kids had really good hair because I don't have the best hair.
You have awesome hair.
My hair is like, it's thin, like it's very fine. It doesn't have a lot of oomph to it. Abby has some thick hair, you guys.
I'm hairy.
Hey, did you hit the like button? You should do it right now. It takes no time at all. It's like 2 seconds and it really means a lot to us. Thanks, bye.
Okay, this one's a doozy. What are things that I do that make you feel disappointed in me?
Just hit me with that. I don't know how to answer that one.
You can answer it.
You're really putting me on the spot. You really want me to answer this?
Yeah, I want you to answer it.
Oh my gosh. If I'm like trying really hard to take care of you and please you, and you're in like a sad mood or a negative mood or whatever, like just having a bad day, but like you won't let me like help you get out of it, like that's frustrating, I guess. It's really feeling like therapy. And I think also another example of me being disappointed is when Abby critiques and talks about her body in a very negative way, which she does quite often, unfortunately. I mean, I think she's the most beautiful woman in the whole entire world. So when she does those things, it really upsets me and really hurts me. And I tell her to stop, but she still does it.
That's a sad answer.
And also, like with
wow, he's really disappointed in me, guys.
No, I'm not disappointed. You're just asking me when I am
You're
disappointed.
listing a third one. No, go for it. It's okay.
If something goes wrong and it's really minor, like it's really not a big deal. Like food going bad in our fridge.
I knew you were gonna say that.
If food goes bad in our fridge, you guys, and we have to pitch it, Abby has a meltdown.
I hate it, you guys.
And it's literally like we had a friend or family member die. I'm not even kidding. Like it's like literally that bad. And I'm like, Abby, it is okay. Like she hates being wasteful, and that's a good thing. Like we shouldn't be wasteful. Not worth ruining your day over, not worth ruining even an hour over food. Like it's just food.
I'm still thinking about it from yesterday. All three of those are really valid. I would say that Matt is overly positive to the point where sometimes I'm like, that's just completely unrealistic. Definitely negative self-talk is like one of the biggest things that I want to work on. I mean, I just hate that.
Hey, it's
I'm
okay.
never
It's
gonna
okay.
like wasting.
It's okay.
Okay, that question I took a hit on.
I love you.
Let's do a more positive one. What do you value the most about our relationship?
Our friendship. by far.
Buddy.
We had such a good time the other night, you guys. We went to the Cheesecake Factory and had dinner together. Didn't even look at our phones. We didn't take any Instagram stories, didn't take any pictures, didn't make any content out of that.
It was something that was just ours.
Just ours. And it's funny, like, I had probably a better time that night than most of our trip to Maui. Even though the trip to Maui was so much fun for our anniversary, we created a lot of content there, which is okay. Like, we do that for our job and everything, but getting to get back to our roots of like our friendship, putting phones aside, putting cameras aside, putting everything aside, and just like letting us be us is so much fun. And I think I really value that friendship that we have.
Yeah, we just talked and talked.
That was a
And
really fun dinner.
flirted. Okay, if there was one thing you could change about me, what would it be?
Again, I don't want to say these on camera, dude. Are you for real? You're really asking me these?
I'm really asking you.
Do you really want me to answer this
You
honestly?
guys, just let it all hang out. Let's just go for it. He's just choosing which one he would change.
Oh my gosh, no. So it's one of my favorite things about Abby is that she is so truly like real and authentically herself all the time. I love that about you. I think a downside, which might play into this a little bit, you don't hold back your rage. Like if you have rage.
You guys, I'm a fiery gal. Keep going with what you're gonna say. Just say it how you want to say it. I'll punch you later.
Like Abby's
kidding.
rage can be intense, and I'm just like, whoa, dude, like, hey, it's okay, like it's all right, it's gonna be okay. You don't need to be, and then it's just, whoa, like rage, you know.
That's a fair answer. I would change that about myself.
And you
too.
kind of are mean when you get into rage mode.
I would change it about me too. How could I be a better wife to you?
You're asking all these questions in front of all these people.
I don't
realize that.
care. I don't care.
You really don't care.
No.
Being slow to anger would
That
be
is very true. I agree with that one, guys.
in making your expectations clear. And Abby's gotten better. She's getting better at this. So like, say if Abby said, hey, I'd love to get a coffee today. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, go get a coffee at Starbucks, babe. Then the day goes by and we don't get her coffee, and she's like, I'm so upset that you never got me my coffee today. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, you can get your coffee.
No.
Like, I never was not okay with that.
But more often than not, it's like, babe, should we just pull over at Starbucks and get something? And I'm like, yes. And then, boom.
Well, then
here's Starbucks,
well,
here's us.
Say it's like, hey, in an hour, can I get a Starbucks? Oh my gosh, yeah. I forget, guys. I get easily distracted. I forget.
This
Abby
is back to
doesn't.
what we talked about
Abby
earlier.
does not forget. She remembers.
Yes.
She knows what she wants. Until recently, she hasn't been good at like voicing that. So
Yeah.
now I'm like, Abby, if you want something, like, just tell me. So the other day, she was like,
I
hey,
want a
Matt,
Gatorade.
She was like, I want a Gatorade, pull over.
Pull over.
Boom, I pulled over.
Boom.
Boom, Gatorade.
Boom. By the way, my favorite Gatorade flavor is lemon lime. Is there a moment that you can recall in our relationship when we were the happiest?
I can think of happy times like engagement, wedding, celebrating 1 year of marriage, going to the Cheesecake Factory a few nights ago.
But like, when you think of happiest, when's the first one that comes to your mind?
I really don't have one that comes to my mind like right away.
Oh, that's really sad. You can't think of any happy times?
A happy time was when we were in the car, and we have a video of this too. It was like late at night, and we were just talking. We're like, we should like actually move to Hawaii. And we just realized like there was nothing holding us back. Abby was graduating. We were like, we can move to Hawaii. And I think like in that moment, it was just like so happy.
We're moving to Hawaii, baby.
Are you really gonna do this?
Yeah, we are. Let's do it. Bye-bye. Hawaii.
I'm scared. We're gonna do this. Where do you see us / our marriage in 5 years?
I see babies. I see owning a home. Maybe even owning 2 homes. It'd be really cool if we could have a house near family or somewhere on the mainland and have a house in Hawaii maybe. I mean, there's so many unknowns, but I think in 5 years I see us still creating content and we'll be parents.
Yeah. What makes you mad?
What makes me mad? I think people taking advantage of other people makes me mad. And then I also think like people that like think they're really, really special.
Maybe like
or whatever. Entitlement makes me mad.
Is there anything you've dreamed of doing for a long time but haven't done yet?
I think I'd like to travel the world with you. I think it'd be so much fun to travel with Abby, like all over the world. Comment down below, should Abby and I travel the world?
What's your favorite thing that I do for you?
One of them is cook. I really like to eat, and
my
Abby's a very good
gosh.
cook. I appreciate when Abby gets involved in things that I like, even though she doesn't like them, just to connect with me on a deeper level. One example of that is I took Abby to watch Guardians of the Galaxy, and she didn't care for the movies. She didn't like them.
Don't come for me, Guardians of the Galaxy
But she
fans.
pretended to like them because she wanted to connect with me on a deeper level.
If we didn't go to the same college, do you think we would have still ended up together?
Ooh, I don't know if we would have.
Ooh.
I don't know if we would have, honey. Going to the same college for us really sealed the deal. I just don't know if it would have worked out. If we
4 years apart.
4 years apart, like that's so tough to do. For some people, I know there's like career paths that you're going down, and it's very difficult to go to the
It's
same
definitely
college.
worked for people.
And it's worked. Like people have made it work going to different schools, but I just feel like that's such a strain on your relationship. And I think you need to prioritize people in your life over careers. We decided that from early on. We decided to prioritize our relationship over our careers because we wanted to be actors, you guys. We wanted to pursue theater and perform and perform on stage and hopefully do Broadway one day. But we changed our majors in college and ended up pursuing just regular degree paths.
Do you ever wish we didn't work together?
Sometimes, I guess. I think it's hard to work with your spouse. All the little things that you're dealing with in your marriage then get brought over to your business, and then all the little stuff that you're working with on your business gets brought over to your marriage, and so it gets freaking tangled up, and you're like, dude, like, if I could just work a job where I'm not working with my spouse, then if I'm frustrated with my business partner that day, I can come home and be with my spouse who's like not my work partner, but then it's less time with Abby, right? So it's like, it's really cool that we get a lot of time together, but not all that time is quality time because we're working. And then there's conflict that gets brought up with that too. Like we definitely fight and argue. That's just part of life and part of marriage.
What percentage of the time would you say that you wish we didn't work together compared to when you're glad we work together?
Probably 50-50.
What?
Why?
I was going to say like 90-10. It's definitely a learning experience. We've definitely evolved a lot over this year that we've done it, and I'm sure that we're going to continue to get better and better at it as we move forward.
I love you.
If you could go anywhere right now for the perfect date, where would that be and what would we do?
I just want to go back to the Cheesecake Factory with
I
you.
knew you were going to say that.
I want to. I'm craving cheesecake. I'm craving the chicken Madeira. Is that what it's called?
Yes, it's so good.
Oh, so good. And the rolls. Love it.
The rolls.
The rolls.
Last question. Are you ready?
Yes.
What makes you feel most loved?
That is a very deep question, Abby. You're hitting me hard
It
with
is.
these.
I'm just getting deep today.
I guess just caring about the things that I care about and showing interest in my interests. I just really appreciate quality time. That's definitely one of my love languages.
Quality
so
time.
having that quality time makes me feel loved. Hugging and cuddling and
When you like it when I scratch your head?
Yeah, I do like that.
You guys, Matt is like a little dog. He likes when I scratch behind his ears. I didn't want to tell you this before you answered the questions because I didn't want to like skew your answers, but like Jess and Gabe's video, they're just so sweet. So like his answers, he's like, I just really can't think of anything. Like you're awesome. Like I guess you like leave your shoes out, and that kind of bugs me sometimes. You were like going for it.
Ooh, yeah, we're I don't know, guys. We're real people with real issues.
They're real people too.
They're so much sweeter than we are. I just think you should hit the like button and subscribe and hit the bell.
I just think you should.
For post notifications. You definitely should. If you could just, smash that like button.
It takes a second.
It takes like 2 seconds.
Free.
It's free.
Until next time.
Peace out, dudes.